out there, folks, and welcome back to Are We There Yet? End of season special. The final countdown. Not last game of the season. There's a few games left to go. We're going to try something a little bit different. Thought we'd start on this screen, though, just to see the cataclysmic finances. £2.7 million in the hole. We've lost £3.5 million this season in the Championship. It's not cheap. No, it's not cheap. Fixture-wise, been pretty good since we beat Sheffield United. I think it was Sheffield United, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was. We've beaten Birmingham by 4-1 at St Andrews, and then a 2-1 win at Oakwell. Really strong performance after going 1-0 down. Marcus Sheldon recovering for us, and then a 3-1 home victory over Blackburn. A.D. Hale's hat-trick in the first half an hour put paid to any chance from Blackburn. So you can see the 4 games remaining. Derby County, of course, a derby, literally derby. Oxford United, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and then Fulham on final day. So 2 home games, two away games. In terms of where we are, I thought it'd be quite nice to sort of do it like this. Lovely little feature in FM this year. The run-in screen, beautiful screen, I think. It really sums it up gets the excitement racing. You can see we're top of that league. 88 points from 42 games. We've come from nowhere. It's not even as well. We conceded a few more goals than I'd like, but it's not ridiculous in comparison with the teams around us. Goals scored 114 in our 42 games. 27 wins, 7 draws and 8 defeats. Final games, you can see Sheffield United in second place. They've got 3 away games, including games against teams in the top 6, West Brom and Norwich. West Brom obviously playing Leeds as well. They wrap up the season. They've all got 3 away games. Apart from Leeds, you've got 3 home games. So it may be that Leeds are the biggest challenge, but they're 4 points behind, so that's nice. So yeah, we sort of got a mixed bag. If anything, on paper, our games are probably easy. The highest position team we face is 8th at Wolves. That'll be a tricky one. So what we're going to do is, obviously I'm not going to bring you full live games. What I'm going to do is we're just going to run through each game. You'll be with me between each game, but we're only going to... I'll cut out the rubbish bits, and effectively all you'll see are the goals. Unless it comes to a really tense fixture, say the last game, and it's all on that, and then maybe we'll stay with it for that. But you should just see the goals. That's the idea anyway. So let's push on. It's a couple of days till the Derby game, so that was well planned. I just wanted to show you that screen really. So yeah, I'll give you the rundown before the Derby game, and let's see where we go. So one of the big games then, Friday night fixture, Leeds versus West Brom. We'll see the result of this game before we kick off, of course. And it's a 4-2 win for West Brom. Takes them to the top of the Championship. Leeds in a far weaker position now. We'd probably like a draw in that game, but 4-2 it turns out to be. Game in hand, of course, still on West Brom. So yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we can beat Derby today now. So there we go. Game 1 of 4. DeMarca starts up front, starting Brayton, but he's picked up another knock, so he's out of the side entirely. Neil Moran, a youngster, comes into the bench. Packed midfield for Derby. They're looking to squeeze the play, assumedly, so hopefully we can do the business and go back to the summit of the Championship with 3 games to go. So yeah, I'll bring you the goal replays as they happen. Stick with me. And there's the first goal then. It's A.D. Hale's 16 minutes on the clock. A ball hit out here from Baldwin to the left back. Hartlebury's injured as well, I should have said. Hardivel picks this up, takes it down this touchline. Carries it a long way. Gets the cross in, and A.D. Hales rises to height. Well, the only one that rises really, and heads beyond the Derby keeper. You can see 91 points that will take us on to. I've got a feeling that's enough usually to just win this league comfortably, but we're nowhere near. And 10 or so minutes later, Michael DeMarca with the goal. Bit of a scramble in the penalty areas. You'll see it here. Hardivel involved again. Sends the ball down the flank to Marcus Sheldon. A lot of times, especially you see 4 Derby players pumping their legs to try and get back. They're not getting anywhere near it though. Crossed in. DeMarca heads it down. Hales brings it in. Tackled by about 15 players, and it's a simple finish in the end for DeMarca, who just profits on the ball. It seemed that a lot of the Derby defenders got distracted, or rather got drawn to Hales, and that's 2-0. We're in the driving seat against our rivals. Come on, Derby? No, go away, Derby. Come on, the Forest. And Marcus Sheldon just before half-time. A wonderful finish, it has to be said. I think it's his birthday, that just flashed up there. Bionis there tackled pretty well by Jesus Angel in the Derby midfield, but Matty Cash brings this forward. Launches a bit of a real deep cross, you've got to say. Carries it a long way, but then puts it a really low trajectory cross. And a nice finish from Sheldon makes it 3-0 just before the break. And surely no way back for Derby. See, Derby struggling. 47 points they've got. Should be comfortably surviving. In fact, I think they probably have already survived. But not a great season for them. Go out for the second half then, 3-0 to the good. Good first half. It's what we wanted, it's what we needed. Hopefully we can carry on this in the second half and take the points. Great ball to the back stick, DeMarco, and Sheldon scores again. 4-0 at the City ground. What a display. When the chips are down and you need the wins, you need the points, you need the performance, and you get the performance. It's a sight to behold. You see the Derby faithful just at the back of that stand there, not enjoying their short trip back to Derby. Great ball in by DeMarco. And there's Sheldon unmarked at the back stick. Andre Wisdom getting nowhere near. I think that's Wisdom. Yeah, seems to be. And 4-0 it is. Surely we can count the points now. Great ball in again, and it's DeMarco on the end of this one. Creator turns scorer. Sofosu Eye gets this one across. Cash brings it forward. 5-0. I'm absolutely stunned, to be honest. The form we're in at the moment. That bad patch. Distant memory. It's all forgotten, lads. Afosu AA. Great first touch. Lovely cross. DeMarco streaks in and toes that one beyond Moore in the Derby goal. 5-0. Splendid. And that'll be game then. 5-0. What a way to beat your rivals. A team that obviously beat us last year and we struggled against at Pride Park, but a 5-0 win today. Superb scenes. Wonderful, wonderful for the fans. And we race on to Oxford. Survived Oxford, came up with us. Good to see. They survived comfortably in the end. 55 points for them. Well stocked, though, in midfield. You see that win takes us on to 91 points. Sheffield United, obviously, still with their game in hand. They must play later. Norwich too far behind now. So it really is the top four. You'd say probably Leeds too far behind, but you wouldn't discount them. So yeah, we'll race on to Oxford, and hopefully we can continue this winning form. We were the lunchtime kickoff then, and you can see there Sheffield United coming up onto 90 points as well. It really does. It's really tense at the top. 91 points. We lead the way, and then West Brom and Sheffield United both on 90, separated by just one goal difference. Identical performance record as well. So it's a little bit frustrating. I'm going to look at last year's table, I think, just to see 91 points. I mean, we'd be champions already if we've already got more points than typically you need to be champions. So to have three teams on 90 plus, a little bit irritating that we could end up in the playoffs on a 90 plus goal difference. On a 90 points. 90 plus points. I can't remember. More than 90 points. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we're getting on to Oxford. Come on. So here we go then for Oxford. The only change is Hartlebury comes in to retake his slot ahead of Harderveld. Harderveld had a good game, didn't he? But Hartlebury's just such a better player in that slot. Oh, fingers crossed. Let's keep the run going. Leeds played in the early fixture, the lunchtime game. They won comfortably over Ipswich Town, bottom of the table. Ipswich Town already relegated. Ipswich Town sort of keeps Leeds' hopes of catching the top 2-3 sides alive, but probably not enough. So I'll bring you the goals again in just a minute, if there are any, of course, otherwise. And it's in the back of the net. Vittorio Guidoni, the Italian wing-back, with the goal. A long period passage of play. You wasn't too sure which way it was going to go. Fortunately, we come out with it, though. Hartlebury's ball to Cash. Sends this ball down the channel. Looking for Bajonas, who finds himself in the striking position, really. That's where you'd normally expect to find one of the strikers, perhaps Sheldon usually there. It's headed down by DeMarco, and Guidoni rifles it at Jed Steer, and he can't keep that one out, and we take a lead. That'll put us on 94 points. 2 games to go. Why are we not already promoted? Might as well stay with me here. But Matty Cash from range. A Sheldon corner. Matty Cash strikes it in off the underside of the crossbar. I'm glad you stuck with me then. Sheldon's corner drifted out to the edge of the penalty area, and a first-time strike. Jed Steer, what's happened to the net there? You'll have to let me know. Gravity, not a problem here in Oxford. Great first half then. Let's get straight back out there. We've limited Oxford to very little, and hopefully we can push away in this second half. And a bit of a mess in our penalty area. João Virginia came for a long throw, of all things, and it ended up at the feet of George McEachran. You can see Nelson's long throw. Virginia comes out here, sort of gets caught in a bunch of bodies, and it just falls to McEachran, who volleys home. Oh, it's tight now. But that's better. Marcus Sheldon drilling home. Lovely cross in from Michael DeMarca. He's really turning it on in terms of his assists at the moment. Hartlebury wins this in the air against no one. Baldwin sent it out right to Godoni, who searches out this flank. You can see already DeMarcus on his way, knows the ball will be sprayed out to him, and takes it into the penalty area before crossing low and hard. It's just easy finish now for Sheldon, who side foots home. Jed Steer can do nothing with that one. 3-1 lead, 20 minutes to go. The dream is alive. And the dream could be about to become a nightmare. Niall Ennis, we give the ball away here through Sheldon. Looked to be a simple pass on, but he went for the ambitious. Escudero picks it off, and they play it through the middle here. Luke Vaughan coming forward. You can see they've got 4 bodies in support in the middle. It's played through nicely to Ennis. That's a decent first touch. We never really got set for a tackle. It's a good finish inside that far post from Niall Ennis. And we wanted to make changes that never went through. I made those ages ago. Ridiculously irritating. Last 20 seconds or so. Hopefully we can hold on. Crossed in. Hartlebury doesn't go anywhere. Why didn't you run after that, Bachelikis? Your last season 4s, I think. Hopefully this is game, though. Escudero, Blackett clears. Surely that's game. We're playing over the time. Jordan Bird, former Forest player, scored against us last time out, of course. Apaya sends Hales on his way, does he? No. Nelson steps in and clears. And we do now take the points. 94 points. We win this game 3-2. Bit of a squeaky bum moment at the end. It's a professional job in the end. Poor performance, really, from Virginia. Mistake from that long throw. Easily done, though. As a Stoke fan, I've seen many teams falter at a long throw. But it's Wolves away next. That's the toughest test. West Brom sticking with us. Sheffield United must have lost. If we can scroll down, they lost to West Brom. Massive game. So hopefully we've got a 4-point buffer over Sheffield. Hopefully they won't win any more games, and it won't matter. They've got Blackburn away next and Birmingham at home. So if they fail to win either of those fixtures, we're up. We might not be champions, but we're another 10k goes to Gillingham. Wonderful. So I'll see you at Molineux. We're going for goals. So another big Friday night fixture then. Birmingham taking on West Brom. Hopefully Birmingham can do us a favour. Let's see what happens. No, Birmingham decided to commit suicide. McDonnell sent off in the 15th minute. Basically just opened the door for West Brom to stamp all over them. They go on to 96 points. Effectively, it's tight, isn't it? It's ridiculous that 96 points still might not get a team promoted, but it is what it is. It basically means if we win today, if we beat Molineux, if we win at Molineux, we are promoted, regardless of what the other two teams do. 3-horse race now. Leeds are out. It's ourselves, the aforementioned West Brom, and of course the Sheffield United. So hopefully Blackburn can do us something, and Wolves will roll over and let us beat them. Probably won't though, will they? Let's be honest. They're still in with a shout at the playoffs. 71 points. So come on, let's believe. Positive mental attitude, and then we play Fulham. That should be a more comfortable fixture. They're safe. You can see them there just at the bottom of the screen. 18th place. So yeah, Leeds still winning games. You can see that even they've gone to 90 now. They can't catch ourselves, but this 3 teams 90 plus points, 4 teams on 90 plus points. Has there ever been a more ridiculous end to a season? Top 4 teams in the Championship, all on 90 or more points. Only 2 can be promoted. Two will have to go into the playoffs. Let's see. Hopefully we're one of the first two. Let's go at Molineux today. I'll bring you the goals as and when they happen, if they happen. Ben Brereton's still not available, so we'll be starting exactly how we finished, or rather how we started the last game. Let's go, boys. Still a good side. Wolves, some good players in there. Not many names I recognise, but a good team. It's pushing well for the playoffs as well. Let's see if we can keep the run going. It's difficult, and I'm concerned that a defeat might throw off our form for that final day, and we might just falter. But you never know. We're in the position. We are potentially top of the league if we beat this. If we win. Well, if we win today, it doesn't matter, does it, being top of the league? I don't really care if we go up first or second. I just want to go up now. It feels like a long season to throw it away in the last two games. So a very cagey first half then, but the big news is Blackburn, Leeds, Sheffield United. Regardless of what's going on here, we are in the hunt for automatic promotion at this rate. We're certainly going up as it stands. Only the real two chances of note. They had a header just go over the crossbar, and then we had a shot that was blocked pretty close to the line before Godoni recovered and was judged offside. So he didn't put it anyway. The keeper saved it, but yeah. We need to push on. Tell the lads we've got the difference. We can be winners today. We can be heroes. Come on, the Forest. So as it turns out, it looks like there won't be any goals here unless Wolves can steal something in these last 30 seconds. Tough game. It's been pretty much owed to poor finishing from both sides. You see that kind of effort's not gonna trouble anyone. And if that table on the left hand side is accurate, we've just been promoted to the Premier League. It wasn't a really good performance. A difficult place to go, though, in the circumstances. We finish at Fulham, so even if we've not gone up today, hopefully we can secure promotion at home. We have been promoted. We're up to the Premier League. Who cares about the performance? Stunning. Absolutely stunning. You can see the news items. We won't bother with the last game against Fulham. Why? All it's going to do is determine where we sit in first or second. And who cares? The difference in prize money. Marginal. I'd rather finish second, if anything. It's less pressure in it for next year. So you'll share the budgets with me now. Obviously, this season we had 1.8 million to spend, not a lot. And next season, I'm concerned that the money won't be good enough because we haven't got any money in the bank. So let's see. Well, that's okay actually. 34.2 with 325 grand in the wages. You see, that's quite a lot actually. So back-to-back promotions and promotion teams promoted. West Brom. How come our badge doesn't get put on the ticker tape? So absolutely, and you can see it, bored and ridiculously pleased. Piercy, my old mate Stuart Pearce, pleased as well. Our profile takes a huge 5% boost, and our star rating takes the creep. An extra quarter of a star goes on. 3.25 stars now. No one wants us apart from Forest at the moment. Oh, what a season it's been. Obviously, we've got the last game to come, but it doesn't really matter. Led the way by Marcus Sheldon again. I said a few episodes ago that he didn't seem to have continued in the same vein. He certainly has now. We're 12.5 million, and the good thing, of course, is that we have him on loan for another season. So even if Bournemouth want him back, he's staying on loan with us, and I think he's only going to get better and better. He probably might even break into the England squad. But yeah, player on loan, spending no money on him, so he costs us. We've got a player that would probably cost us £20 million playing for free. Young English striker, 63 league goals in 80 appearances across two divisions. Wonderful, wonderful player. Hartlebury, I'm guessing his contract with Manchester City is up, so we might be able to sign him on a free deal. Obviously, we can't enter negotiations yet, but as it goes into the last month, I'll certainly be exploring that option. If he wants to stay, he certainly can. He's wanted by quite a few clubs, Premier League clubs as well, so hopefully the time that he spent with us will pay off. Matty Cash's contract expires next year. He's wanted. He's a big player for us. You can see 4.5 star current and potential. Brighton and West Ham interested. Just solid again round the board. Eddie Hales is an option as well. He's constantly wanted by West Brom, but the fact that we've been promoted alongside them perhaps means that they won't be wanting to sign him. And Michael DeMarco as well has done well. Not as good as perhaps I expected. I think he's probably playing at his full potential at this point. So will he be a Premier League striker? Time will tell. It's going to be difficult, but I think it's been a fantastic season, despite the patches of absolute morality here and here. The run at the end of the season has been nothing short of superb, and hopefully we can wrap up with a home victory over Fulham to send the fans home happy. I wonder if the board will be regretting moving to a smaller stadium. Time will tell. It costs a lot less than the ground we're running now, at least the City ground. Okay, so do pop a like on there for me. Premier League promotion. Let me know what you think again. Is 34 million, is that going to be enough to strengthen the squad where we need it to? Do you think I should stay? Do you think I should just cut my losses? Have I done enough with Forest? Should we move on? Let me know in the comments. Do pop a like on there for me for the EPL, the Premier League, and subscribe if you haven't already. Been an absolute pleasure. I'm looking forward to editing this video down, and I'll see you again on that very next video. That'll be a transfer wrap-up with Forest, or if it's a new club, I'll bring you some info on our job hunt. See you again. Goodbye.